What's going on, everybody? Thank you so much for joining. Hope you are having a great one today, as always. And if you can't tell, I am a little under the weather. I am recovering from that coronavirus, so we're getting there. But today, Madara has finally arrived. So I crawled out of bed. We're going to crack into this fella. Now, this is from Rocket Toys, which they've got a pretty cool little brown box. You got the nice Uchiha fan up there. Little extra info in case you are wondering. Definitely has a choking hazard and all of that good stuff. But for the most part, we're just going to crack on into this fella and get him out of his hard candy shell. Alright, so I wanted to kind of speed it up, so I yanked the brown box off. This might be another shipper. Not too sure if this is actually the box. But figured we'd take quick look at it in case it is. I have a feeling there's probably a better art box inside of it, but I do like that they got the little Renegade going on right there. I thought that was kind of neat. So we'll do another quick pause, cut him out of this one, and go from there. Alright, so it did have another art box, if you want to call it that, inside. But honestly, this doesn't look overly decorative. I guess it ain't too bad. I'll get this off. No real images or anything like that, just kind of got the Renegade and the little Madara down there. But honestly, the important part's what's in the box anyways. So we'll go ahead, get this off, and take a look at our guy. Alright, get that on out of here. And again, you get the Uchiha logo down on the back. Some more basic info on the back of the box. Actually, it looks like it's taped up. So, knife time. Alright, let's do this. Alright. I am absolutely thrilled about this. Now, Rocket Toys is a relatively newer company. The only figures that I know that they're doing are the Naruto line so far. Itachi was the first one that they announced. For some reason, he has not come out yet. But when I got notification that this guy was on the way, I kind of freaked out. Now, I got him from Giant Toy. I don't think he's available there anymore. Ooh, getting chills. Not just from the corona, I might add, but from this guy. I don't think you could still get him there. I'm pretty sure he's sold out at Giant Toy. I'm going to go ahead and yank this out of here. But you could probably find him on secondary market. There might be a couple other stores that still have him available for pre-order. Also, eBay is an option. You'll probably pay a little bit more, but if you want him, he is still out there. All right, let's do. Oh, look at that head sculpt. Oh, I can't wait. So this is kind of cool. They actually give you a little pamphlet type thing with all the stuff that you get. You actually get different eyeballs, so you can give them the different variations of the Sharingan or the Rinnegan, which is just super cool. He's got his Kama and his Gunbai, so you get all of the good weapons. I don't know why I'm looking at this. We've got the actual figure right here. So let's, oh man. Ah. My nerd excitement is going through the roof. Oh, he's a clunky fella. Alright, let's do this. Get this out of here. Back you go. I'm sure there's probably a bunch of tape on here, so I should have, yep, I already see some. Back to the old knife. I was hoping to try and do this kind of quickly on account of me still recovering, but not too concerned at the moment. If I get a little sniffly, I apologize in advance. Y'all can just deal with that. Let's see. A little cut there. Making progress. Slow and steady. Alright, I got a plan. I'm going to hit pause, I'm going to untape everything, and then come right back. Alright, success. So the bottom tray just has his weapons. So that pretty much popped right off once I got that tape cut. We'll take a closer look at those in a little bit. Honestly, they look pretty outstanding. The chain looks amazing. Oh, I'm giddy with excitement. Alright, on to the important stuff. Let's start with this guy. Holy cow. Alright, so he is very hefty. And he is wrapped up pretty dang well. So there's one thing that I right away don't like, which we can touch on momentarily. I believe some of his armor is just held on by rubber bands, is what it seems like. Which is a little disappointing. I might be wrong on that. I don't want to jump to any conclusions yet, but that's at least what it looks like on one side. And of course his little plastic wraps are taped up super tight as usual. There we go. Alright, so this one should come off, I would hope. Make sure to set that over there. Oh, he is just so dang cool. So he's got some padding down here just to kind of keep the plates from rubbing against his body. If you're wondering, these are metal, so that's just pretty dang impressive. But the one I was worried about is this one. I think this is honestly just attached by this rubber band here. There's probably a way to connect it that I'll need to do a little digging on. But at the moment, it looks like it's just hung on by that rubber band, which is weird. Ladies or fellas, there you go. Enjoy that. This head sculpt is incredible. I mean, that is just absolutely freaking outstanding. Holy moly. Look at that. Of course, it is the resurrected version, so he's got the cracks and all that good stuff. I'm blown away by that. That is awesome. So what I'm going to do with this one, then I have to figure out how this plate actually attaches to his arm, because it was just rubber band on there. And I feel like there should be another way to connect it, similar to this one, but I digress. We can deal with that later. The outfit itself, like I said, all of these are metal. They don't move individually, which isn't too big of a deal. Holy cow. Alright, so let's see. Got an extra little cord here, which I'm assuming will connect right up to there in that little hook. I can play with that in a bit. The joints are incredibly stiff on his arm, which is awesome. Feels like it's a single joint in the elbow, which is okay. Some really classy ninja footwear there. Look at just the detail they did on that. Outstanding. The bandages look really good. Is double jointed in the knee. And does have a pretty good amount of flexibility. Now, one thing I do kind of worry about when you're moving them around, like I said, these plates are metal. They're definitely chunky. I don't know how that'll affect him standing and all of that good stuff. Probably not too much. Oh yeah, not at all. So really the only concern I have at the moment is figuring out that other armor plate, which not too big of a deal. I'm sure there will be a relatively easy way to get it done. Also, he's not going to lay down flat too easily just because of his hair. Holy cow, look at how detailed that is. I even gave different little tints of blue and stuff in there. That is outstanding. They did my guy justice. Let me say, they did a real good job with this fella. So we're just going to go ahead and plop him back in there for the moment. As you can see, you do get a nice little stand for him. Also, this part is wired, I just noticed, but I'm not going to re-pull it out just to go over that. You get a whole lot of hams. Just for the sake of speed, I'm not going to pull out all of them. We'll get a quick look at one. Obviously, this way he can do his jitsu, summon the giant meteor, and all of that good stuff. Looks like they'll just clip into a standard wrist peg real easy. But again, fantastic job on those. And just the amount that you get, you'll be able to do a lot of cool stuff. At least as far as posing goes. Definitely hold all the weapons, a ton of different seals. Really, really cool. And this head, oh, he's smiling. Oh, it's so cool. Alright, I'm sorry. I nerd out over stuff like this. Let's see how easily we can get this off. Look at that. That's so sick. Oh, that's so cool. So this will be the head sculpt I use because that's freaking awesome. That's just really freaking cool. Holy cow. So Rocket Toys, you're amazing. I'm just going to say that now. I'm in love with this. He was expensive. He was about $300, which, all things considered, for 6 scale is not terrible, but definitely pricey. And there you get his yelling head. Now again, you can pull out all of the eyes. So if you want to switch up, give him that smirking look with the Renegade, you can. Which is probably what I'll end up doing. Come here, head. Come here. There we go. Even that one's amazing. Granted, his eyes are a little wonky, but that's because they're all movable, see? You can just move these around however you want. At least in theory. A little stiff. Very stiff. But you can play around with those. Obviously, I'll need 2 so he's not completely cross-eyed. But holy cow. I am in love. So I'll probably end up using one of those little, Hot Toys makes those tools for moving the eyes. I'll probably do that with this. Just because I don't want to break them, and they are really stiff and snug in there. Which, granted, you'll have to pop them out if you want to change them. So I know they are movable at least, but the klutz in me doesn't want to mess around with them too much yet. So I think we're going to hold off on that for now. I'm sad because I didn't actually see... here we go. This might give me some more info on that armor piece, maybe? Nope, not really. So I'm not too sure how that armor piece is going to attach. That's something I'm kind of concerned with, but it'll be a battle that I get to go through and you guys don't really have to worry about unless you get the figure yourself. But there it does give you instructions on removing the eyes and moving them around, so that's kind of nice. Looks like they give you a tool of some sort that I just haven't seen. Maybe in this guy. Let's see here. Not noticing one. Maybe I'm missing something. Wouldn't be the first time. Slide that out of here for now. I don't think there's an under tray. Wasn't in any of the stuff. stuff that I removed. Let's see, maybe. Is there anything down under here? Nope, not that I notice. Alright. The base is nothing special, you just got a standard crotch grabber and then the Uchiha board. Alright, so we're going to have to do a little work with this guy on the side, which I don't mind, that's part of the fun of the hobby, I think. Now it looks like... Alright, so, I often say I'm stupid. Just for reference, that little plastic clip there will clip directly onto his shoulder, so it is not hard to attach that at all. Probably just came off during shipping. No biggie. Even just look at the weathering they did on that. It's so cool. So really the only concern I have at the moment is figuring out a good way to move the eyeballs around, which, in all honesty, I could probably just use pliers. That doesn't look terribly difficult. I'll see if I can find that little doohickey there. And just in case anybody wanted to see this awesome stuff, the Kama, well, I don't want to pull them out too much just because I know that chain is going to be a pain in the butt to get back into place. And I haven't quite decided how I'm posing this fella yet, but let's get it out of here. Hang on. This thing is massive, in a good way. Now, full disclosure, I don't know what this is for. I'm assuming probably with the stand to help him stand upright or to hold his weapons, maybe. It's one of those things that I'll just accept I'm kind of stupid with. I think this, probably one of the more interesting pieces. Now you definitely can link everything together. This fan is so cool. So if you aren't familiar with the Gunbai, basically it'll block chakra and then convert it into wind energy. So any of the attacks that you hit him with, if he blocks with this, he's going to reflect it right back at you, which is pretty dang neat. It's one of those things in Naruto where it's like such a strange and kind of honestly stupid idea for a weapon, but then you see people like Tamari and Madara using fans, and it's like, oh, maybe fans aren't that dumb after all. And of course he's got his giant Kama here, which again is massive. This is wood. Might be plastic. The handle definitely feels wood. I honestly think that's wood as well. Don't quote me on that. But man, oh man, does it look cool. And again, it is a clunker. That thing is phenomenal. Definitely impressed there. So really, my only gripe with the figure, which in the grand scheme, not a big one, is that I can't actually seem to find anything in here to help with the eyeball movement and removal. Which, not the end of the world. If you've moved eyes for other figures, you've probably got your own techniques and tools. Like I mentioned, I know Hot Toys usually gives you that little tiny plastic piece with theirs. So worst case, I can use that. If not the ones from iToys, I can quickly grab one of those and rotate them out as needed. Definitely a cool figure, especially if you're a Madara fanboy like myself. Go ahead and slide him on down for one last sort of look. Honestly, I love it. I cannot wait for the other ones. They've got Itachi and Kakashi in the works. Itachi was supposed to be first, but I ain't gonna complain because Madara is amazing. And that's pretty much going to do it for this one. I'll try and drop some links below if I can find any reliable retailers that got them. Like I said, I know Giant Toy is currently out of stock, but there definitely are some other options available. Definitely a cool figure. Certainly a must-have if you're a Madara fan like myself. Probably the coolest villain in the show. And really, no honest complaints other than, where's my eye mover? Which somebody will probably be like, oh, they taped it on this weird part of the box that you ignored. Which might be the case, who knows. But that'll do it for now. Sorry, this one's a little bit longer, kind of moving in slow motion because of the Rona. But it is what it is. I do have a bunch of other stuff I'm going to try and crack open this week. Hopefully I'll get to it all. We'll kind of see how we do after each one and go from there. And yeah, that'll do it. So thank you all so much. Stay safe and healthy. We'll see you next time.